In this video, we are going to learn how to find the maximum, minimum, and or any other zeros using the Calculate84 app. I'm going to use this absolute value function as our example. So y equals negative absolute value of x plus 3 and then plus 2. So first go into your Calculate84 app. It may ask you to sign in. I have not signed in yet, but you may want to because it may be eventually required. So I'm going to go to y equals, and then I'm going to type in my equation. So my equation was negative, so that's all the way at the bottom, negative. Absolute value signs, you'll have to go to the math menu, and then it's not in the first column or first selection, it's actually to the right in the number column, and it's the first choice, ABS, or absolute value. So hit enter on that. Then the absolute value bars show up. So then inside, I'm going to type X, which is next to the alpha button, plus 3, and then to get outside of the absolute value, I'm going to hit the right arrow key and then put my plus 2 at the end. All right, from there, I'm ready to graph. So just right underneath the screen, I just hit graph, and there's my absolute value function. So now I said I was going to find maximum or minimum. So this particular function has a maximum, it has a highest point. So I'm going to go to the Calc menu, which is on the Trace button, but it's above it in blue. So that means I have to hit the second button and then the Trace to get to the Calculate menu. And we said it has a maximum, not a minimum. So we're going to hit number 4 for the maximum. All right, now it asks me left bound. So I'm going to arrow to the left to get to where I think the maximum is, or get as close as I can. And then I need to go, it says left bound, so go to the left of it. So once I'm to the left of it, for sure, I'm going to hit enter. And notice a red vertical line shows up to the left of where the maximum was. Now it says right bound. So I'm going to go back to my maximum and then arrow to the right a couple times so I'm to the right of the maximum and hit enter. And this is what's a little different about the graphing calculator is the graphing calculator would ask you to hit enter on guess, but this guesses for you, or this finds it for you. And it says the maximum is at the point, and you can see this at the bottom of the graph screen, is the point -3, 2. And if you know about absolute value functions and the vertex, you know that's what the vertex was supposed to be. All right, now from there, we found the maximum, so we're done with that. And we said there was no minimum. But if I want to find the zeros, I'm going to hit second trace again and go back to that menu and choose number 2. Now there are 2 zeros. Remember, those are the x-intercepts. So it crosses the x-axis twice. So I'm arrowing over to one of them. But if you notice at the top, it says left bound. So that means I need to go to the left of it and hit enter. And then it changes to right bound. So I'm going to go back to the 0 and then go to the right of it and hit enter. And it tells me that my 0 that's on the left is x equals -5. All right, now I'm going to find the other 0. So second trace again, hit number 2 for zeros. And then I have to go over, so I'm arrowing to the right to my other 0, but it says left bound again, so I need to hit the left arrow a couple times so I know I'm to the left of it and hit enter. And then I go back to it and it says right bound, so right of it a little bit and hit enter. And then we found that the other 0 was x equals -1.